Cool, so today I was working on some strict pull-ups or chin-ups, just depending on how you would terminology with your hand placement. I also was working on some strict dips, some handstand walks, and GHD sit-ups. Chin-ups, things that I focus on with this is making sure that I emphasize a full bottom lockout position, and then making sure that my chin is cleared at the top and return and dead hang each time. A lot of times you'll see athletes kind of bounce out of the bottom and not actually get a full extension at the bottom. A couple of things I emphasize while working on the dip is trying to keep a hollow rock position, keep my feet in front. I also try to work on leaning forward to load up my chest better, keeping a nice vertical forearm, press. Try to make sure that my arms feel a nice, good, solid lockout before I return back in to my next movement. So the ceiling height in my gym is at 12.5 feet for my rope climb. So just to make the challenge a little harder, I start seated. So it's going to begin with an L-sit rope climb. But once I get in motion, I actually just allow my feet to hang straight. Key things that I focus on when doing a legless rope climb is keeping my elbows tucked in and keeping my hands or keeping my elbows bent slightly the whole time. When my arms start to get full extension, it gets tougher and tougher to pull. So I start again in an L, keep my arms bent the whole time, never allowing myself to really get full leg down, which makes it a lot harder to go to the next set. Cool, when I work on my handstand walk, I'm not the best at them, but a key thing that I don't want to do is overextend my back and lose that hollow rock position. So I try to look forward with my eyes, but not necessarily look forward with my head. So for example, when I'm up, I want to keep my eyes ahead, but not my head looking up to the point where I overextend my back. So I try to keep my chin neutral and just look my eyes straight ahead while I'm walking. I don't want to be sitting on top. At the same time, I don't want to be too far behind. So once I loop my feet in, again, my butt's just sitting right on the back side of the pad. I should have a soft knee bend and a nice upright position as I negative backwards. To come up, I'm going to flex my hip flexors, driving my knees down, stiffen my legs out to catapult myself up. So when I work with speed, I might lose some of those positions, but there's a couple of things that I kind of rethink on. Just keeping my knees soft, keeping a nice tall position as I negative, and then driving my legs down and turning my hip flexors on to catapult myself up and over. We don't need to over-exaggerate trying to reach too far back. A lot of times we see that in competition, but it's more or less a standard for us to use to keep our range of motion in check. So if you're a new beginning athlete on these, make sure that you don't go too far back and overextend yourself.